What does it mean to fix life? When you have a tidy life, and I'll explain myself very soon, you give yourself conditions to grow. Just like in a building. When you build a house, first you clear the land. You clear the earth, the soil, and you check if there is a firm ground there. There is cleanliness, order, tidiness. All this provides conditions for the building. The same is when you reap the seed. The farmer does not get there on the grass and cast the seed. No, he has to make a cleansing on the land. He removes the weeds, anything that can harm the growth of the seed, and then he goes and throws the seed. So, when we have a tidy life that is in order, we give ourselves conditions to grow. So, to fix your life, it's not you to have a perfect life. Fixed life is not perfect life. To have a fixed, tidy life means that you have a foundation for you to build upon the life you have today. So many have a messy life, which is the opposite on being tidy. If you look at the situation of many in several areas, let's point out 7 areas. And then you have financial, family, spiritual life, behavior, health, relationships, character, among others. But the main areas of life are here on these 7. Many have their finances messed up. Their finances are messy. There are many ways that one can mess up with their finances. Basically, the financial mess means if you don't earn more than you spend, you are disorganized financially. For you to have a financial life that is in order, you need to earn more than you spend, or to spend less than you earn. If this is not happening to you, naturally you are in debt, or you are living a life of tightness and limitations, and this causes problems in other aspects of life. So many debts, you using credit cards anyhow, using money anyhow, you buy in an impulse and later have problems on paying, clearing that. You don't have a budget that he can base his life upon. So there's an uncertainty. They are destabilized in their finances. Many are messed up in the family. Inside the house, there is no mutual respect. Father, son, mother, with the husband, there's no respect for the role of each one in the house. Because when you live with someone, with more than a person, more than one or more, doesn't matter how many, each one have their own role. They need to have their own responsibility. But most of times you live in a house and there's no responsibility on dividing responsibilities, understanding what is the role of each person in there. In other words, all untidy and messy. And the house itself reflects this. The situation of the house naturally will reflect that. Family that is messy, you have a messy relationship. What is a messy relationship? Disorganized one. The husband or the wife does not give the other what is due, and they don't fulfill their role towards each other. They don't communicate with each other. Communication is flawed. The one who should speak doesn't, the one who should communicate or consult doesn't, then this generates doubts and questions. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? You spent this money and you didn't talk to me. Haven't we agreed that we're gonna do this or that? Then the fights start because there's a disorganization in the marriage. Wait, don't speak to our children like this. Don't call his attention like this. You're being too harsh. You're being too soft. They disrespect the partner in front of the children. All this is disorder inside of the house. And then you have disorder in the relationship, in the finances, in the health. The person doesn't take good care of their own body, their health. You're not sleeping well, you're not eating right, your doctor have already guided for you to do this or that, you are overweight, you are underweight, your cholesterol levels are high, diabetes levels are high, you don't take the medication, you don't take care of your teeth. Anyway, your health is messed up, and at some point the bill will arrive. There will come a time that you're gonna be in bed because you don't have intelligence, energy to take care of your health. You will have to have energy to take care of your disease. So a messy life in health generates disease. An untidy character, the person has no words, they don't keep their words. It's not someone that you can count on. You cannot count on their words. They are not truthful. They are not honest. They promise things and does not deliver. So all this disarray, this mess, this disorder do not allow you to grow. Because when you're living in disorder in your life, you will realize that you spend the whole time only putting out fires. You don't have condition to grow. Because at all times, there's fires, there are debts you have to pay, the bailiff called. Look, your child has this problem, your wife has that problem, your health, the doctor said this or that. You always have a problem. Why? Because you haven't built your life, you're not building your life upon an order, but upon chaos. Then this building will not be standing, will always be in ruins. This is the greatest problem. God works with order. God works with discipline. So when He fixes His creation, when we see in the Holy Text that God fixes and puts everything in their due order, then He gives condition that we may build upon it. The human being develops their capacity of science, profession, inventions that there are in the world. Human beings build all upon an order that God has created. They do not recognize it. However, if it was not for the fixed laws of nature, human being would not be able to build a thing. Isn't that true? Because there are fixed laws. Laws that if you're going to build a building, engineering has laws. The mathematics used by the engineers use laws determined by these laws. So they're gonna build upon this structure, so they're gonna need to have this amount of material to be able to hold the weight. So the laws of mathematics, the laws of nature determine that. And man with confidence can build upon this foundation of laws that God has determined, because it does not fail. The farmer can sow, they can sow there in spring, because he will reap on summer. He will reap it because the laws of seasons of the year are fixed. The sun rises each morning and goes down every evening. A fixed laws that do not change, that God has established, order is established, and man takes advantage of that, but they don't focus on the way that God works, and they don't bring that to their lives. Well, if you want to fix your life, then you must bring this order to yourself. You need to look at your life and search where there is disorder, disarray, mess in my life. Where am I putting out fires at all times? You know, every time I have to make a way around to live one more day, one more week. Where am I doing this all the time? There is a disorder. There's a mess. There's no foundation. That's why you always have to rebuild, to restart. It destroys, you build it again, there's a fire, and then you never leave the place where you are because there's no foundation there. You did not build upon a foundation. You're doing things on your own way. Then there's no way for you to change your life this way.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.